The warm, humid air hit me the moment I stepped off the plane, thick with the scent of rain, earth, and a hint of salt from the nearby Atlantic. It was as if the very atmosphere was welcoming me, wrapping me in a gentle embrace that promised adventure and discovery. This was Abidjan, the beating heart of Ivory Coast, a city that pulses with life and energy, a place I dreamed of exploring for years. Its skyline, a blend of modern towers and colonial architecture, hints at a city that's always moving forward, yet deeply rooted in its past. West Africa has a way of pulling you in, of stirring your senses and curiosity. The colors, the sounds, the energy, they all invite you to dive in, to lose yourself in its vibrant world. I was ready to let Abidjan show me its secrets. My plan was simple but ambitious. Start in bustling Abidjan, then head north to Yamoussoukro, the official capital born from a president's dream. The journey between these two cities would take me through landscapes as diverse as the country's history itself, from urban sprawl to lush countryside. Ivory Coast's history is rich and complex, shaped by ancient kingdoms, colonial rule, and a spirit of independence. But everywhere I looked, I saw resilience and hope shining in the faces of its people, smiles that spoke of strength, and eyes that held stories waiting to be told. The city pulsed with energy, traffic weaving in a chaotic dance, music spilling from every corner, people laughing and calling out to each other. It was a symphony of life, a rhythm that seemed to echo the heartbeat of the nation. I wanted to feel the city's rhythm, to let it guide me through its maze of streets and stories. There's something magical about moving with the crowd, letting the city's pulse become your own. This trip was about more than sightseeing. It was about connection. I wanted to listen, to learn, to share moments with the people who call this place home. Every conversation, every smile, every shared meal would become a part of my journey. So come with me. Let's explore Ivory Coast together. We'll walk through crowded markets bursting with color and life, taste incredible food that tells the story of the land, and meet the vendors whose passion brings every dish to life. We'll listen to the music that fills the air, from the hypnotic rhythms of traditional drums to the lively beats of modern street performers. Music here isn't just entertainment, it's a way of life, a language that everyone speaks. I want you to feel the warmth of the people, hear the laughter that echoes through neighborhoods, and witness the small moments of joy that make this place unforgettable. Together, we'll share in the wonder, marveling at the sights, exchanging stories, and discovering the beauty that lies in everyday life here. Our adventure starts now, in the lively streets of Abidjan, where every corner holds a new surprise and every day brings a new story. Let's go and discover what lies ahead. The journey begins, and I can't wait to see where it takes us. To truly understand a city, you have to immerse yourself in its daily rhythm. And there's no better place to do that than at its market. That's why, as soon as I arrived in Abidjan, I made my way straight to the legendary Marché de Trècheville, a place where the city's pulse beats loudest. Stepping inside, I was instantly swept up in a whirlwind of sights, sounds, and smells. The air was thick with the aroma of exotic spices, the briny scent of fresh fish, and the sweetness of ripe mangoes stacked high on wooden carts. Everywhere I looked, stalls overflowed with vibrant fabrics in every imaginable color, piles of fresh vegetables and rows of handmade crafts that told stories of local tradition and creativity. The market was alive with the music of negotiation, vendors and shoppers haggling over prices, their voices rising and falling in a friendly dance, punctuated by bursts of laughter and the occasional clap on the back. One woman beckoned me over to her stall, proudly displaying bundles of dried herbs. She explained their uses in traditional cooking and medicine, her hands moving expressively as she spoke. Just a few steps away, another vendor showcased a dazzling array of fiery red chilies and fragrant spices, their colors as bold as their flavors. The sheer variety was astonishing. You could find everything here, from hand-stitched sandals and mobile phones to kitchenware, jewelry, and even the occasional surprise tucked away in a corner. The market buzzed with human connection. Children darted between stalls, their laughter echoing through the aisles, while women balanced baskets gracefully on their heads and men gathered in small groups, sharing stories and news of the day. I couldn't resist buying a small, intricately carved wooden elephant, said to bring good luck, from a smiling artisan who told me about his craft. Later, I found myself sharing a laugh with a group of pineapple sellers, their joy and warmth making me feel instantly at home. In that moment, I realized the market was more than just a place to shop. It was a living, breathing microcosm of Abidjan itself, vibrant, resourceful, and endlessly full of life. As I left, shopping bags in hand and heart full, I felt as though I'd caught a glimpse of the city's very soul, woven into every interaction and every smile. The memory of the market lingered with me, a vivid reminder of the energy and spirit that make Abidjan unforgettable. Visiting Treichville Market was, without a doubt, a true highlight of my journey here. Even now, the market's vibrant energy and the warmth of its people stay with me, long after I've left its bustling streets behind. You learn a culture through its food, and in Ivory Coast, every meal is an invitation to experience something new. The first thing you notice is the energy. Laughter, conversation, and the clatter of plates fill the air. In Abidjan, that meant eating at the maquis, open-air food stalls that line the streets, each one offering its own specialties. These stalls are the heart of the city's food scene, where locals gather after work and families come together to share a meal. The smells are irresistible. Grilling fish sizzling over open flames, rich peanut stew bubbling in giant pots, and golden fried plantains crisping in hot oil. The air is thick with the promise of something delicious. My first real Ivorian meal was atieke with grilled chicken, served with a spicy relish. The atieke, a fluffy cassava couscous, paired perfectly with the smoky chicken and the heat of the relish. It was simple yet bursting with flavor, comforting and bold at the same time. Eating here is communal. I was invited to join a group at a long table, learning to eat with my hands and discovering the joy of sharing stories as we passed dishes around. There's a sense of belonging that comes from eating together, no matter where you're from. Food broke down barriers and built instant connections. Strangers became friends over shared plates, and laughter echoed long after the meal ended. I tried a loco, sweet caramelized plantain, hot and spicy, the perfect street snack. Vendors served it fresh from the pan, and every bite was a mix of sweet, salty, and just a hint of heat. Every meal told a story of the land and its people. From the ingredients grown in local fields to the recipes passed down through generations, each dish was a piece of Ivorian history. The food was more than sustenance. It was a celebration of life, a reason to gather, dance, and make memories together. I left Abidjan with a full stomach and a full heart, grateful for the warmth and generosity I'd found at every table. The flavors lingered long after I left, reminding me of the people and the stories behind every bite. Food here is about joy and community, about coming together and celebrating what you have. It's a taste of home for everyone, whether you're a local or a visitor discovering these flavors for the first time. And now for me too. I carry a piece of Ivorian life with me every time I remember those meals. Music is the lifeblood of Abidjan. You don't just hear it, you feel it. Rhythms pour from doorways and taxis, blending tradition and modernity. One evening, I followed the sound of drumming to a courtyard where musicians played with passion. The crowd danced, swept up in the joy. Music here is more than entertainment. It's a language, a way to connect with heritage. I spoke to a young drummer who said each beat links him to his ancestors. The city's music stayed with me, a reminder of its spirit and resilience. Even now, I can hear those infectious rhythms. Abidjan's music is its heartbeat. It invites you to listen, to feel, to join in. It's unforgettable. Leaving Abidjan, the landscape shifted. Concrete gave way to endless green. The road to Yamoussoukro cut through cocoa and coffee plantations, the agricultural heart of Ivory Coast. We passed villages where life moved slowly, children waved, women carried goods with grace. We stopped in a village, greeted by elders who proudly spoke of their cocoa farming. Their stories reminded me of the hard work behind everyday luxuries. The drive was more than a route. It was a journey through the country's soul. The scenery reflected Ivory Coast's diversity, from city bustle to rural calm. As the sun set, I felt peace and gratitude. I was truly in the heart of Ivory Coast. On the road, we stopped in a village where children played football with a ball made of plastic bags. Their laughter was pure joy, and soon I was part of their game. No words needed. For a moment, I was just another player, sharing in their happiness. These small moments are why I travel. Later, a flat tire left us stranded, but a passing motorcyclist stopped to help, asking nothing in return. His kindness was a powerful gesture of hospitality. These unscripted encounters revealed the true character of the Ivorian people: warm, generous, joyful. The road offered stories you won't find in guidebooks. These moments of connection are the real souvenirs of travel. They shape your understanding of a place. The journey was as meaningful as the destination. It's the people who make a place unforgettable. And these memories will last forever. Arriving in Yamoussoukro felt like entering another world. Wide, empty highways and grand buildings replaced Abidjan's chaos. The city was the vision of President Houphouët-Boigny, transformed from his home village into the nation's capital. Everything here is immense. Government palaces, a lake of sacred crocodiles, vast boulevards. Yet the city feels quiet, almost waiting for its people. A local told me Yamoussoukro is the country's soul, a symbol of pride and ambition. It's a city of contradictions, grand but peaceful, modern yet rooted in tradition. Exploring it made me reflect on history, power, and dreams. At first it felt empty, but its unique charm grew on me. Yamoussoukro is a place to pause and think. Its quiet ambition leaves a lasting impression. The Basilica of Our Lady of Peace is Yamoussoukro's crown jewel, massive, marble, and utterly surreal. Modeled after St. Peter's in Rome, it's the largest church in the world, rising from the Ivorian countryside. Inside, the vast dome and stained glass create a kaleidoscope of color and light. It can hold thousands, yet when I visited, it was nearly empty, silent, and awe-inspiring. Commissioned by President Houphouët-Boigny, the basilica is both a symbol of faith and a source of controversy. Some see it as national pride, others as extravagance. The craftsmanship is exquisite, but the emptiness is haunting. It's a place of beauty and questions, faith and power. The basilica stands as a monument to ambition in the heart of Africa. Its lonely grandeur is unforgettable. My journey from Abidjan's vibrant streets to Yamoussoukro's grand avenues was ending. These cities felt like two different worlds, one alive with energy, the other quiet and reflective. But what I'll remember most are the people, the helpful stranger, the laughing children, the warm welcomes. These moments define a journey. The Ivorian spirit, resilient, joyful, generous, is the country's greatest treasure. Travel is about opening your heart to new experiences and finding connection in unexpected places. This adventure gave me memories and understanding I'll always cherish. Ivory Coast welcomed me with open arms. This isn't goodbye, but a promise to return. I hope this journey inspired you to explore and connect. The world is waiting. Let's keep discovering it together.